our entire world is becoming trash. You see, in the middle of the ocean, there are complete islands made out of trash. We have been dumping our plastic trash into the ocean, and it's creating garbage patches that are destroying our earth and creating significant health hazards for the creatures that live in it and for us as human beings as well. Therefore, today I will be explaining why we should all support the Ocean Cleanup Organization because they are getting rid of the plastic in our ocean and rivers and therefore creating a healthier world for us all to live in. You see, I have been following this project since 2016. So I have seen them create solutions and make them a reality. And they have made this entire plan to create a better world for us all. And I think we all should support it. Therefore, today I will be first explaining to you how disgusting our oceans are and how it is destroying our world and creating problems. Next, I will be discussing how the Ocean Cleanup Project is fixing these problems. And third, I'll just tell you how your donation to this organization will help us all. Now that I've stated my main points, let's dive into how disgusting our oceans now are. You see, the amount of trash in the world is very disturbing. And if we do nothing to control and remove the amount of trash that is already in the ocean, it's just going to get worse. You see, Laura Park of National Geographic stated in her article that there is 5.2 trillion pieces of plastic debris already in the ocean. And this article was published in 2015. And the article is titled Ocean Trash, 5.25 trillion pieces and counting. Two big questions remain. So if there's already this much amount of plastic in 2015, imagine how much there is now, especially with there being 14 billion pounds dumped into the ocean every year. And this was taken from the Sea Stewards article, Marine Debris and Plastic. And all this disgusting plastic that's in our ocean is killing our sea life. You see, animals can get trapped and tangled in the plastic that we have dumped, and they die from it. They die from not being able to move, from not being able to eat, from injuries sustained trying to escape these plastics. For an example, if you look on the picture on the right, there's a sea lion that is wrapped up in a necklace of plastic that will eventually kill it. And another thing that kills the sea creatures is them mistaking plastic for food, which you can see from the turtle. The turtle is eating plastic, which it will not be able to digest, and will just create a toxin in their body and kill them. And both of these were taken from the 5 marine animals are dying because of our plastic. An article by Carney Hans from the Green Planet. So as these pictures show, animals are being harmed from the plastic that we have been putting in the ocean. However, plastic is also harming humans as well. Because the main problem with plastic in the ocean is that it doesn't decompose. Instead, it slowly chips into tiny pieces called microplastics. These microplastics enter in our food chain because fish eat the plastic and then therefore we eat the fish. And it's becoming such a problem that now 1 out of every 3 fish caught contain microplastics. And this was taken from Rebecca Smither's article in The Guardian entitled 1/3 fish caught in the channel have plastic contaminations. You see, if we don't change how much plastic is already in our ocean, it will only get worse, and therefore animals will continue to die, and we will continue to ingest harmful toxins into our body because we are eating fish that are eating microplastics. Thankfully, there are organizations like the Ocean Cleanup Project fighting to stop this disastrous future from ever happening, which brings me to my second point. So the Ocean Cleanup Project, it has made the largest cleanup project in history, and they're dedicated to cleaning, preventing, and recycling ocean plastic. And they've developed ways to do this. If you look on the bottom left picture, you can see their trash collector. They strategically place these parachute-like devices into the ocean so that they can trap and collect plastic, and then therefore come in later to remove it all. But their other big project is preventing plastic from ever coming into the ocean in the first place. They have created these interceptors. Interceptors is a barricade system with a trash collection system attached to it. And these are placed into rivers that feed into the ocean. That way they stop the plastic and trash from ever entering the ocean in the first place. And lastly, their main project is recycling the plastic that they collect. Sorry. In fact, you can make a $50 donation and be one of the first people to receive their product that is completely made from plastic they have collected from the ocean. So supporting the Ocean Cleanup Project will create a healthier world for us all, which brings me to my third point. With support, the Ocean Cleanup Project will create a clean world without plastic. They aim to clean up 90% of the world's plastic by 2050, and they have calculated this with this graph. As you can see, the blue part of the graph on the end is their prediction for if they can put their full plan in action. With full support, they believe that they can completely clear out 90% of the world's plastic by 2050. But if we don't do anything, our world will look like the red trend line. This trend line shows how much more plastic will enter the ocean if we do nothing to stop and fix this problem. Thankfully, though, we can stop this trend line from happening if we support the cleanup project, the Ocean Cleanup Project. And it's quite easy to do this. First, you just Google the Ocean Cleanup Project and open their website. Next, you'll just click on their Support Us link, and this is where you can decide whether if you would like to donate or buy their merchandise. If you buy their merchandise, only part of your payment goes into the donation. However, all donations go into making and placing more trash collectors, inceptors, and developing more ways to recycle the trash that they collect, which is all good things because then it will reduce the harmful effects that we receive from the trash in the ocean. So now that I have explained my 3 points, let's do a recap. The ocean is becoming our personal plastic waste container, and it's harming every living thing. It's harming the sea life because they get trapped in it and die, or they eat it and they die. And it's harming humans because we're eating these fish that are eating microplastics. Therefore, we also receive the harmful toxins of microplastics. However, these tragedies can be fixed. The Ocean Cleanup Project has put plans into motion to create a healthier world for us all. And with full support, they'll be able to clear out 90% of the world's trash by 2050. Therefore, if we all support the ocean cleanup, we won't need to imagine a world without plastic in the ocean. We would be living in it. Therefore, all of us should go to the Ocean Cleanup Project today and donate. Thank you.